Battle Rap Arena. Welcome, y'all. This is Jesse Regan, joined by my new best ally, J Legend. Battle Rap Opinion. He stuck up for me on a couple shows. He has his own channel. Check him out. I'm Battle Rap Arena. And shout out to No Mercy TV, No Mercy. We're going to talk about last night's disappointment where I think ARP was sitting home eating popcorn laughing like it was a comedy movie. Because no, but in all seriousness, we're going to do a Summer Madness 7 recap. Right off the gate, I want to say this is not a Summer Madness caliber event. They let a lot of people down, but not to blame the league. The battlers should feel a certain way about this.
They should, but hold on one second. They should, but there's a piece for me. This is me talking. This is my opinion. I do feel like the league should feel a way also for two reasons. Number one, they throwing a pay-per-view every 3 weeks and charging top dollar for it. And it's killing all our pockets. And then what happens is,
please don't charge me $50 for an event like that again.
Yeah, but this ain't the first time that this has happened. And then the other problem is that they try to pressure you by constantly sending you emails saying the price is going up. There's been events that the price went up 2 times for the pay-per-view. So this is what we're getting from it. Look at what we paid for the Survivor Series and then this. So I do put some on the league, not to mention, whether they want to admit it or not, they did some funny style shit when that whole when the whole rare breed card was announced. They did change their dates, so on and so forth, to what it was they were doing. And to me, I don't want to say it like that because, again, I'm not a fan of one league. I'm a fan of battle rap. But it feels like you guys want to be the top so bad, or you want to attack everybody else so much, which they're known to do, that in some ways you might even end up stepping on your own toes, which this is what happened last night.
Facts. My son, he's 10, but he keeps wanting to say something.
Murder Mook Dream.
He said Murder Mook what?
3-0. You're right on everything you hit on. But let's get into the battles before we get into the whole event.
Yeah.
DG, I've been said, is my new favorite. You could even go on my timeline and see that.
Okay.
DG got everything. And he 3-0 Sugar.
See, I have to go back and watch that because I didn't see the end of the third round because my screen froze. I saw all of the third round except for maybe the last 2 or 3 bars. As of right now, again, I have to go back and see because I see people telling me that Suge choked and I didn't see that. But
he did.
But the way I see it is, I actually had Suge winning them first 2 rounds. I felt like the first round, I felt Suge won. I thought the second round is debatable. The third round, I thought Geechee was clearly winning that. I don't even think that Suge had a chance with or without a choke. I have to go back and watch it because I need to just see for myself one more time to be sure. But I had it the other way around. I had a Suge taking it 2-1. Again, I thought that second round was very close. It could have went either way. But
maybe I had to watch the battle again. I wasn't paying that much attention.
Well, a lot of people were saying Geechee 3-0, and everybody, of course, has their own opinions. But to me, I saw it a different way, and a big reason why I saw it that way was I love what Geechee does. I think we all like Geechee. I think the authenticity and things of this nature is what draws people to him.
He's like a head ice, exactly. He's like in head ice. Yeah. He's somebody that when what they're spending is what they're living.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that's cool. But my problem is, I think that people don't. Too many times you could predict what he's about to say. The punchline off of time is predictable. Now, every now and again, he does say stuff that you haven't heard before, original bars, and it's dope. It's definitely dope, especially when you're hearing it from a street rapper, because we hear millions of them all the time. So for him, from time to time, to have something original, of course, that's dope on his side. But he had a bunch of stuff that I just saw coming from a mile away, you know what I'm saying? And then there was a few dead spots in his round. Whereas for Suge, I saw him flowing through his round. I thought Suge was flowing through his rounds, having consistently with the bars, rapid fire. There wasn't like, you know, it's not like he spit 10 bars and there was one good out of every 10.
But I mean, all right, but look at somebody like 50 Cent. He's simple. We predict his bars. He's still dope though because of that authenticity, right?
Of course, and I say Geechee's still dope. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the reason why I thought Suge won.
Okay, me and myself, I gave it to Geechee. You want to get into the next battle?
And are you done with the Geechee thing, or you wanted to?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I think he's my new favorite, and my new favorite up and comer.
Yeah.
Because people see, this is the problem. I don't want to get caught up in the whole. But we actually, it's a recap, so we could get some. Like everybody was saying, Twerk, and then Twerk last night proved how hard it is. And I was never that big on Twerk. As dope as he is, I was never that big on him. Geechee holds that shit of never stumbling, never choking.
He's choked, but not on URL. But he's choked. He's
choked before?
Yeah. I could send you the battle. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, maybe he did.
Versus Thesaurus.
Did he? Oh, he choked versus. Well, you put him against Ledger, you know. Okay, so, but he still holds that quality, and I still hold him as one of my favorites. And I got Geechee 3-0.
Okay.
You want to go to Ill Will or Red?
Yeah. What was that? The next one on there?
Was it? I don't know. You tell me.
I can't remember, but yeah, let's just go.
I think it was.
Okay.
Yeah. So I had to watch it back because I was at the movies with my son and stuff. So I caught the battles, and I caught that battle first halfway, and then I watched the replay this morning. That battle, it was okay. I got Red was beating him. But Red loses his voice at one point, and you know it distracts the whole. It was a bad battle, but if I have to give it a win, I'll say Red 2-1.
What? Fuck no, Jesse. Come on, Jesse. Come on, man. He lost his voice. Come on, man. Jesse, come on, man. Hey, let me tell you something. Ill Will was fucking killing him. Tell me how his voice was just fine in the first round. He's getting mad at Ill Will's homeboy because he's saying Ill Will's homeboy is talking through the round, which don't got shit to do with nothing. If his homeboy isn't yelling or anything like that, how the fuck are you distracted by that? You making an excuse already. On top of that, you're battling Ill Will. Ill Will's not the one talking through your round. I can see if his homeboy was yelling or, you know, putting shit in his face, like some of these dudes be putting fingers in people's face, whatever the fuck. Like, I can understand that. But he was already making excuses. That's off top. Then when Ill Will's rapping, you talking through Ill Will's rounds. That don't make any sense to me. Not to mention, how you go from being just fine one round ago, all of a sudden your voice just went out on you, right?
So you're accusing Red of lying.
Listen, the shit is weird as fuck. It's weird as fuck, and let me continue. He stood there up on that stage for about 10 to 15 fucking minutes. Where else would that happen and them not call time on him? Where? I'm fucking confused by that. And even more so, out of nowhere, somebody went and got tea for him. Where did that tea come from? Did you notice that?
From the bar.
The tea came from the bar. So I mean, this is me talking.
You can't walk to a bar and get tea?
I've never seen that. I've never seen that.
Because it never had to happen. I'm sure
right.
The bar has tea on deck.
I've never heard of no shit like that. The only time I ever seen...
That's not that absurd.
To me it is, because the only time I've ever seen stuff like that is if you're in a restaurant that has a bar. That's not the same shit. They're in the fucking club. Like, I'm just mind blown by that. And then out of nowhere, he was sitting there talking about, oh, let's finish this later. Let's finish this another time. What the fuck do you mean, let's finish this at another time? You have enough voice for you to sit there and argue with smacking them, for you to do this another time, but you don't got enough voice to rap? I don't understand that. And then Ill Will goes and raps. Red is still talking through his rounds. My man, you just didn't have a voice. How the fuck is you talking through his rounds? But then he starts... Everybody thinks the battle is over because he can't rap, right? There was this whole 15-minute fucking delay. Okay, Ill Will starts walking off stage. What happens? Red. Oh, I could rap. Let me rap my third. Then he raps the third, and his voice is getting stronger as the third is going. But we're gonna give him this battle?
Yeah. What happened? I'm sorry, I missed the last question.
We're really gonna give him this battle after that? And he tried to spit 2 rounds in one? Not to mention that whole fa-na-na, bu-da-da, di-da-da. Let me translate. Get the fuck out of here with that. That shit ain't even that's nothing but filler. That ain't even a language nowhere. So Google anything. That's not a language.
I'm not going to defend over that hard in this battle, because it's a battle I have to pay more attention to. So, maybe you might be right about the voice situation. I don't know if I agree with you.
All right.
What's the next battle?
Let's go into DNA and NJT.
Okay. DNA, and it's funny. If you would have said, "Yo, put 100 up," I would have put 100 on Twerk. Something against me always has me betting against DNA, but then I would always have to lose money.
Yep.
His first round was okay-ish. It wasn't that great, and then Twerk comes off the gate which in my opinion is one of the best openers ever. Let's get 2 things straight. I ain't no PG nigga and you ain't no killer. Bro, right there I'm rooting for them. Get that nigga Twerk. Get him, like, get him Twerk. And then, and I give Twerk the first round. He skies that first round. And then, DNA does this thing again. And one thing I admire about... but there's a couple things about this battle I want to mention, too. You remember DNA versus Dizette? Because I used to know DNA back in the day. Not like I still don't know him now, but
yeah.
I'm saying it's been like 5 years since we've spoken. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when I had an interview with him...
You also battled him, for people who don't know.
I killed him.
Alright, go ahead.
So he was like, nah, he killed me. But I actually battled him twice. There's a rematch.
Okay.
So DNA's a vet. I give him that 100%. And then he goes, so he gradually gets better. But we're still kind of rooting for Twerk, or at least I am. And I think the crowd was. And then Twerk pulls like an Andy Kaufman St. Jersey, either like doing a Sue Surf rendition or whatever he was doing. And then DNA's third round is incredible. And then we get 30 seconds from Twerk. I'm sorry, Twerk, man. You gotta take this criticism, like every battle that has that you can't You can't be fired and enjoy all the glory and be whack and start blocking people on Twitter. Because I seen a few people say that they blocked him on Twitter when they talked about him. Like, bro, like, this is I don't know. Horrible performance. Hard. At least get through it, or at least freestyle, or at least do something, in my opinion. Jay?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think you shouldn't be apologizing before your statement, because you're not the one who did something wrong. There's no reason for you to be like, yo, I'm sorry, you got to get this criticism. Fuck that. You got to get this criticism. Because as you said, we'll give him the credit when it's due. You have to get this fucking criticism. Not to mention, we just had the bullshit with Danny Myers, where he didn't even show up because he had fucking alcohol poisoning. Then the bullshit, like he's not even, at that time. I hear now they're trying to set it up for him and Danny Myers to finally battle. But at the time, he had no interest in even making that situation right, which is fucked up. On top of that, the majority of his battles, he's choking. What the fuck is going on? Why is it they keep booking him? And I understand he's popular right now, so that's a rhetorical question. They're booking him because he's popular right now. But this is ridiculous. This is happening all the time. He starts off that first round awesome. He did his thing. I had him taking that first round. But what's crazy is DNA had a very good first round. But
it was a strong one.
But everything NJT did was, knock that out the box. Second round.
Oh, you don't even give him the first round.
Who?
New Jersey.
I said he did, but I think he edged it. What I'm saying is that I'm giving him credit for the first round because DNA had a very good first round, and then and then he topped it. So for you to top a good round, you have to have a very good round.
Right.
And then after that, he gets into the second, and then the fuckery begins. And it's like you have a guy in DNA who, and I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm being honest. DNA might have 100 fucking battles out there. And this guy doesn't stumble, doesn't choke, always on time, everything.
Great. I don't think he's ever. I don't think DNA's ever choked. And on top of that, back in the day, like if you grew up watching it when me and Jay Legend were, if you grew up watching battle rap, a stumble was almost a choke.
Yeah.
Niggas used to get if you spoke over your words and you had to go back and get it again. Mm-hmm. Oh, what's going on?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so, Twerk got pampered that battle. Pampered by
but this ain't the first time. This ain't that's what had me so pissed off. It's not the first time. And then I go URL, and anybody could go check it out right now on their Twitter feed. They have polls out there to see who they think won the battle. When I last checked it, 15% of the people gave Twerk the battle. How? And that's what's wrong with battle rap right fucking there. And that's why shit like this would never be fixed.
That was Twerk's mom, dad.
No, I disagree totally because every time he chokes and stuff like that, his fans still say he won 3-0. So at the end of the day, this is what it is. For you people who are pissed off about spending your money and not getting what it is that you paid for, don't give nobody a pass. There was multiple people who choked on this fucking card. And y'all was going at them people. But the moment that he did that shit, nobody said nothing. And you still had people talking about he won the battle. How?
Yo, that belt line, though, that belt line was crazy, though. The championship belt, I beat you with the champion.
Yeah, he shook the room. He shook the room with that shit. But that ain't enough to win the battle. And damn sure ain't enough for me to overlook the fuckery.
And DNA proved to be a real vet. And if you notice too, DNA even gives him a word of encouragement of like, nah, keep going. You know what I'm saying? Because I think Twerk wanted to stop. You hear it over the mics. Yeah. DNA says, nah, go ahead, do your thing, Yeah. And DNA being the vet. One thing that's always been impressive to me about DNA, even if the crowd hates him. Well, I heard it was different on Detroit. I got to see that footage. He did throw the mic down. I heard one time.
Yeah, he left.
He left, right?
And against Rex. For that? If I'm not mistaken, versus Rex, he walked off too.
Yeah, but he already spit his round.
And still, he walked off.
And another thing that
because he got mad. He got mad about something Rex said. That was many years ago. That was the beginning of his career. But you know, he got mad when Rex said something about his parents.
That was the time his money card.
I believe so. They said something about his mother, I think, and DNA walked off.
And another thing that bothered me too was DNA said he would never react while somebody else is spitting. Mm. And then in his first round with Twerk, he's like, "Oh, I said that. I don't know. Maybe he's a different battler. Maybe he's a different person since I knew him, or maybe his strategy." But I just found that weird, because remember, like when DNA used he battled Diz, and Diz was saying all that shit. He just kept a straight poker face. But this battle, he seemed to be talking back a little bit. Did you catch on to that? Yeah,
I caught it, and I seen him do it in another recent battle, and I hate when any of them do that shit. I don't like to see guys talk to guys' rounds.
And I'm asking you, why do you think DNA changed up? Because it's not like he can't stand there.
Honestly speaking, he still doesn't do it to the point that we see some of these other guys battle, and there's no way for me to really think of why any of them do that. But what DNA was saying was, I said that before. Like, NJT said a line, and DNA was like, I said that before.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
The whole DNA would have never said that. He would have just stood there, listened, and then rebutted it, you know?
Yeah, I have no idea. But at the same time, maybe that was his way of coming back, because even while he was rapping, NJT was bumping him and walking all around him and all kind of shit. So maybe that was his way of countering that.
All right, man. Should we get on to the next one?
Yeah, Math versus Av. Okay,
I got a lot to say about this one. Should I go first, or you want to go first?
Yeah, I'm gonna go first, because you got more to say than I do. Math is one of my favorites, but as always, I don't give that shit a pass. No way. In this battle, it was hard for me to pick a winner because of the styles.
What?
Hold on, let me. I'm talking about prediction wise. That's what I'm trying to explain. Because of the styles, I couldn't pick a winner when I did the prediction blog, because their styles are different, but kind of the same. It's hard for me to really explain that. Like, one is more punch heavy than the other, but their styles almost mirror each other. And then, in terms of stage presence, you know, they're two big dudes and so on and so forth. As I watched this battle, I was just pissed off that Math was allowing the crowd to get to him, the lack of reaction. I felt like that was getting to him badly. And then he turns around and chokes both rounds, right? The second and the third. There's no excuse for that. And then somebody of Mav's stature has been doing this as long as he's been doing this. I was very disappointed. I will say this. Mav did try to battle through the round, where you had guys who choked and then just gave up the round.
I was going to say, I don't know if we consider that a choke.
I mean, a choke is a choke. We can't give him a pass after we said about NJT. Like, he just can't.
But Twerk did 30 seconds as a Jersey.
No, I understand that. I'm just saying in general that's why I said I gave him props for trying to work through it. But to me, that's not enough. Like, we can't give him a pass. And then he acknowledged it on Twitter himself, where he said he fucked up. It definitely wasn't his night, and he wasn't gonna make no excuse about it. And he said, I'm gonna do better for my fans on the next one. And I can only appreciate that, especially when somebody sits there and mans up to what they did.
Takes the L.
But like I said, I just respected that he tried to work through it. He didn't. But I'll tell you the truth. We can't focus on that so much that it takes away from Av's performance. Av's
performance was amazing.
I thought Av should have been champion of the night. There was some champion of the night. It hasn't been announced yet. I think it gets announced tomorrow, I believe.
I think it should be JC or Solomon, but go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. There was other people with great performances that we haven't talked about. So, moral of the story is, yes, Mav fucked up and there's no excuse for it, but I hate that that's overshadowing how well Av did. Av was incredible for 3 fucking rounds. And when has anybody seen Av perform the way he was performing? I'm not talking about bars, I'm talking about performing. Av was all around that stage. He was in Mav's face. He was this, he was that. Shit that I don't think anybody has seen from Av. Because one of the things that people kill him on is that he doesn't perform that much. He's normally moving in the same square type shit. So that's my take on it.
Okay.
I think Av should get more credit than people focusing too much on what Mav did.
I agree with you. And here's my whole take on the battle, too. First of all, Mav is a funny dude.
Yeah.
We've seen him crack jokes that are funny.
Yeah.
So, Legend, I consider you my boy, even though we never met,
Yeah.
If I'm spitting you my bars and I'm saying, yo, I'm going to put a 10-4, sign up, stolen bars.
I hated it.
No, but this is what I'm telling you. I don't blame it on Math. I blame it on his homies, too. Because I'm like, yo, can you draw a 10-4 stolen bars? I think that should be dope. I would expect you to be, yo, that shit is fucking whack, right?
Yeah.
like I'm just letting you know this shit is not funny. The stolen bar. See, what happens is it reminds me of the K-Shine and training shit. When something gets exposed too much and you beat it to death, you could address it. You could address it in a simple way, but we still want to hear bars. Even Disaster versus Arcane, he beat himself to death by addressing it too much. You address it one time, let it be known, that's it. But we still want to hear bars from you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And where was Mav's friends at thinking that this shit was actually funny? Just a horrible performance by Mav, man. A horrible performance by Mav. Great performance by Av. And yeah, man, and where, like you said, and that's what I wanted to talk about too. Av did such a great performance that I want people to realize how good he did. Av is a star in the making, definitely.
Yeah.
Do I think he stole bars? I don't know. I can't answer that. But if you're going to address it, you should do it in a much better way. And get better friends around you, bro. Because there had to be 20 people that knew he was going to bring this card out. So who in that, who is he showing this to? They're going, yeah, that's funny, man. That shit's going to work. I don't know. Shit's just weird to me. And then, the crowd reaction. The crowd reaction was another thing. Oh, you guys not going to you weren't giving us nothing to applaud to.
Yeah.
If you gave the fans something to applaud to, we're right there with you. You know what I mean? But, I don't know. I personally think Mav should take a 3-month break.
I don't think he should take a break because his last few battles has been great. He went on a 3-week thing where he was on URL against Snake Eyes. He won. He was on RBE with Ill Will, judged battle. He won, which was a fire battle on both their sides.
That was a fire battle, yeah.
And then he battled Real Deal on King of the Dot, which is a debatable battle. In the building,
but still, a 10-4 stolen bar prop. Come on, man.
No, I agree with you 100%. But what I'm saying is, I'm not gonna. He just had 4 battles that 3 of them were very good. I'm not going to kill him over one in terms that I'm going to tell him to take a break. Like, I don't think that's fair. This is not the
math we expected. I'll say that much.
No, definitely, and there's no debating that. But I don't think this was enough to tell him to take a break. I don't think that, especially after he just gave us 3 back-to-back on big cards, fire performances. You know.
Are you Asian? Because you're openly in love with math.
What the fuck are you talking about, man?
That's a thesaurus line.
Yeah, and that was corny on joke? His edge too. Yeah.
See, but you told me that's corny, right?
Yeah, the thesaurus was corny.
Needs a friend like that. Yeah. All right, let's get into the next one, bro. What's the next one?
I want to, if it's cool with you, I want to leave Iron and JC for last.
I think that, can we both agree that's battle of the night?
That's why I want to leave that for last.
I agree. Okay.
So let's get into, what was this, Tay-Rock and Hitman.
Oh, it's only Tay-Rock and Hitman, and then
Hold on.
We only have 2 more battles?
No, we got Reed and Rex. We have,
Okay, I'll follow your order. Tay-Rock was cool. Not what I expected. Hitman won the battle. I don't know what happened to Tay. He was good, but and the battle wasn't that great itself. You know, like, they kind of showed mirrors of their own self. Like, Hitman was trying to revisit the Cortez battle. So like, when you revisit your greatest performance, I feel like you're reaching for ideas. Not a great battle. I give it 5 out of 10. Hitman 2-1, maybe even 3-0.
All right, well, I definitely disagree with you in terms of I got Tay-Rock barely winning a bad battle. So we definitely agree on the bad part. Another thing with Hitman is, if you guys, first off, I want to just address what you said, you were repeating what Hitman said. That shit he was talking about Cortez beat him and arguably 3-0. I'm actually challenging everybody who's listening to go and watch that battle. What the fuck is Hitman talking about? Mind you, at that time, I was a big Hitman Holla fan. And when the first time I saw him versus Cortez, I was like, oh shit, I think Cortez might have beat him. And on second watch, third watch, fourth watch, I was like, there's no debate.
Right.
There's no fucking debate. And because I like them both, I've watched that battle possibly 10 times.
You Manny Pacquiao, your blood in question.
Yeah. Cortez was fucking killing him. So I don't know why he says that. Secondly, that dude is really full of himself, man. If you really watch that battle, was he really battling Tay-Rock? He kept talking about his accomplishments the whole time.
Yeah.
All 3 rounds, he's talking about his accomplishments. Not to mention some of them bars too. You can see some of them shits from a mile away. Now, did he have dope moments? Hell yeah. But I don't think it, like, there's people out there talking about Hitman 3-0. And I'm like, yo, I don't see how that's possible when the man went 3 rounds of telling you what he's done. How the fuck is that a 3-0? I don't understand that. But in terms of Tay-Rock was
a bad performance.
Yeah,
not a bad performance, not a great.
Yeah, I think it was decent. I think it was decent, and I was disappointed in both of them. We've been waiting for this battle. This is another battle we've been waiting years for. I expected both of them. The very best from both of them. I expected both of them to go in there trying to literally kill each other. And that's not what we got from this. And everybody talking this crazy shit about Hitman. Listen, Hitman, for the people out there who were saying Tay-Rock got a lot of basic bars, the fucking nerve for you to say that when he's battling Hitman. Hitman don't have basic bars. When's the last time he said something that was complex, that made you really have to run that bar back multiple times so you can understand what he was saying? Hasn't happened yet. It was dope how he flipped that the Tay Rock's seatbelt line. I liked the way he flipped that. I thought it was cool. But that's it.
But then Tay flipped it himself then.
Say it again?
Tay flipped it himself. He said, I'm looking for the metal under my seat. Like, somebody's fucking with my seat.
Excuse me. That was Tay Rock who said that. Excuse me. I thought it was Hitman.
It was Tay who said it. Nah, it wasn't him.
I apologize.
It was Tay who said it.
I apologize. Yeah. So that only makes my argument even better. I got Tay Rock 2-1. I am not upset with anybody saying Hitman 2-1. I just have a problem with somebody.
It's a bad battle, though.
It was.
I have a problem paying $50 for it. That's what. A couple things if I can mention before we get into the next battle. One thing about Tay Rock, I respect his loyalty to URL. He was the one dude that said, "Yo, I'm never going to battle on another stage," and he knew Smack for years, and we seen that pay off, the loyalty.
Yeah.
I love that factor about him. And also, I want to know how many pay-per-view buys they got. If it says 36,000, is Smack really a millionaire or not?
I don't know.
Or was that just had me questioning too? But shout out to Tay Rock for staying so loyal.
Yeah. No, definitely. You ready to move on to the next one?
Yeah.
Reed Dollars versus T-Rex.
Alright, I'll start this one. I'll do like a rewind episode, like Nas's song Rewind, or the backwards Seinfeld episode. But I would say this much. With Rex saying, Rex at the end of the battle gave Reed a handshake and a hug, and he clearly says, "You got this one."
Yep.
So you can't deny that. I think the crowd was a little quiet during Rex's second and third, and I liked them. I did like him. He started off fire. It's not saying that I'm not giving Reed the battle. I'm giving Reed the battle. I'm giving Reed the battle 2-1, second and third. Reed came to impress and stuff, and he did his whole address Smack situation and stuff. So, and then he also, one of my favorite lines from him, because there's a couple lines that stick out for me every battle. And my favorite line for him on that battle was, "Fuck a battle, you owe me a conversation." I thought that was dope, because he was talking to him.
Yeah, I thought that was dope too.
You know what I mean? And Rex openly admitted that he lost that battle, so I'm not going to argue that. So I give it 2-1 Tay Rock.
Tay Rock? You mean Reed?
2-1 Reed, I mean.
I love this battle.
I do too.
I love this battle. I thought they both came with the energy. They both came performing. Rex was on it. So Reed took this battle 2-1, possibly 3-0. And
not 3-0. He didn't win that first. Stop it.
I said possibly. That's up for debate. More of the story is, when I did my prediction, I predicted that Reed wouldn't have a chance against Rex. I had Rex winning 3-0 body bag. But that's not what happened. Rex came in there fucking fire. I was excited for him. I was happy for him. Reed came in there and showed me a different Reed than we've seen the last few battles. But two things actually negative to say about this battle. Number one, it was times that it felt like they were spitting mixtape bars at each other. And my only other problem, which I was disappointed in, T-Rex was talking through every fucking round. But you gotta salute Reed.
He was.
You gotta salute Reed for staying composed and still doing his thing. Overall, this to me was in the running for Battle of the Night. I feel like they both brought it on so many levels. Regardless of who you think won, regardless of whatever, these guys, we got what we've been waiting for all these years.
Yeah, I want to. after this battle too, I want to talk about the boxer that was in the room. So remind me of that after you finish your recap on that.
Yeah, no, I'm done with that. We can move on to the next one if you're ready.
Well, before the battle, Floyd Mayweather was in the room.
Yeah, they did the face-off in his gym the day before.
That's huge. To me, that's huge.
Yeah.
There was a lot of boxers saying, I'm Floyd, you're Ricky Hatton, or maybe it was one that used it like 2 times, I forget.
Man, there was like 3 battles that was mentioned then.
That was mentioned, right?
Yeah.
My whole problem is, like, what Floyd did, take a little jab at him. If I'm there, I'll say, oh, you're too scared to face me. I'm Cotto in his prime. You're Floyd. Something like that. You don't think so?
No, but I see what you're saying. Me personally, I hate when people keep mentioning the famous person in the room. I hate that shit.
That's what I'm saying. So if you're there, like, take a jab at him, if anything. Like when DNA did to Ines, you know. Oh, I'll let you take the crown. You shine with Diddy in the room. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to win you a lot of points, but you know, I don't know. I kind of felt like they were riding his dick too much. You know?
Yeah, I didn't like that whatsoever. And then everybody referenced the same fight.
Hatton.
Yeah, the same fucking fight. Like, I hate that. I hate it.
It's like, don't you guys watch boxing?
Yeah. Some of them probably don't.
Didn't you guys see him lose to Castillo?
They might have said, yes, he did. The first one, yes, he did.
Yeah, oh, my God.
Second one, Floyd beat the shit out of him.
You just became my new best friend, bro.
Yeah.
Because I'm the only one that preaches that shit, bro.
No, man. Second fight, there was nothing to talk about. Floyd whipped his ass.
No, but the first fight, though.
Yes. I thought he won it, and I thought he won it clearly.
And the scorecards were crazy.
They were definitely crazy. But
that's another day, another story.
I think that everybody should stop doing that shit. We've seen this multiple times. If Drake is in the building, if a basketball player...
No, hold on. There's ways to use it dope. DNA used Drake dopely.
But let me ask you a question, because I'm not going to argue that. Don't it get redundant if you... Example, if I'm the first guy up to battle and I make that reference... The rest of these guys got to find a more clever way to do it, or not do it at all.
No, that's my whole point.
No, I know that that's your point, but I definitely agree with you. What I'm saying is, for me personally, I just would rather they don't fucking do it. It's like some cock riding shit. Like, I hate that shit with a passion. Because if this person wasn't there, it's like y'all rushing to make one of these fucking bars because he's there. Like, you trying to impress him. Like, get the fuck out of here.
But there's nothing wrong with that. As an entertainer, this is what their lives depend on. Like, they don't have a 9-to-5 job, or some of them do and stuff, but they want to go somewhere. So if they think, oh, can I make this line make Floyd invest in me? Go for it. So I disagree with you on that standpoint.
Yeah, I just wish they wouldn't do that shit. That shit is whack.
Like, if you're trying to be an actor and you meet Leonardo DiCaprio, you're not going to get your name out there and give him your headshot if you get the opportunity?
That's a different situation. That has nothing to do with a battle. Acting and battle rapping are completely 2 different things. Like, acting, that's a whole different ball game. When it comes to battle rap, this footage is going to live longer than you are. And then you have other battle rappers who's going to watch that and use that shit against you. Pass him your CD after the battle, then do that. The fuck you throwing? You heard 5 other guys throw a bar out there about him, and this is what you gonna do, and all of you did it only because he was there. That's some corny shit. But
shout out to Floyd, you lost to Castillo, and you ran from Cotto in his prime, and R.A. Rugged Man put you in your place.
I don't know, man, but let's move on to this next one. I only got a few minutes. The final battle. It was not the final battle on the card,
but battle of the night.
But yes, in my opinion, and clearly in your opinion, JC versus Iron Solomon. Where you at with it?
I expected nothing less. I thought it was going to be the battle it was. You know, Solomon was a little frustrated when he said when he used that walk on water line. Yeah. If it was, because you knew how much he had written for Surf. Yeah. The line of the night I give to Solomon, which was, oh, but you're more prepared to me because you're used to writing 3-week rounds.
Yeah, That was fire.
Oh my God,
that was
bro.
fire. That was definitely fire.
It's like, who the fuck thinks about something like that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which shows Solomon is the genius he is. It's simple. It's simple, but who thinks of it? You know?
Yeah.
But JC came out there to play. Both of them use biblical terms, biblical verses, and they use it against each other. It's one of those fun battles where you could go back and forth on who won. As of yesterday and this morning, since I watched it, as big of a Solomon fan I do give it to JC 2-1. But one of the greatest battle, this might be top 100 material or top 50. You know, Solomon is a genius, and I think we definitely know he would have watched Surf.
No,
right?
I don't definitely know anything, but go ahead.
Well, just see the couple lines he had at him, because he was like, if Surf was there, I would, you know, and he threw out a couple bars that he had for him that he was like, damn, I can't let this go to waste. I say JC 2-1. Yeah.
I have it Iron Solomon 2-1. I think it can go either way. Again, I would not argue with anybody. I won't put up that much of an argument. I'll just simply say this. These two are two of my favorites. This is a matchup I've been hoping somebody made. I was happy URL made it. I just hate the circumstances that it happened. Also want to say get well to Sue Surf.
I want to talk about that too.
Point blank period. I thought that JC was just too redundant. I'm just gonna keep it short and say that. And even Iron Solomon picked him apart with saying like, yo, you just gonna have a bunch of race stuff and you gonna keep talking about Black Panther bars, Wakanda shit. And what was JC doing? He had Wakanda shit and was talking about race. So you know, I just thought that I like the angles that because I hate race bars. I fucking hate race bars. But I like the way that JC was doing it. He wasn't out there calling him a racist, and you know, he did everything.
He had a Skittles line. Didn't he have a Skittles line?
I believe so, but he did that very creative, the whole thing. Bottom line, a lot of that biblical and Jewish shit was just too fucking redundant for me.
No, that's what I'm saying. He said something about like Skittles on your man. I don't like race bars neither. But if you come creative with it, you win. You know what I mean? Like, he did a Skittles line that was so dope, man. But what I didn't like was the Sue Surf references, using his name. I mean, not Solomon, because Solomon was supposed to battle him. That's different. But like, there was shit that bothered me. Like when Hitman and then Tay-Rock saying, "Oh, you can't speak on Sue Surf" to the bloggers, and then he makes a line like, "Oh, you remind me of Sue Surf." I don't know. I didn't like the Sue Surf references. You?
Not really. I mean, I was cool with people telling him to get well. That's what matters in these situations.
But you know what I mean? In the battles, I mean.
Yeah, but for me personally, the way I feel about it, there shouldn't have been none. Also, from a standpoint of a big reason why people never saw me do a blog about it or anything like that. I'm a street dude, and I totally understand how these things work and how this shit don't belong out there. This is not fucking entertainment. So I've always refrained from saying anything about it. This is even the first time I've ever said on a podcast or anything. This is the first time I even said get well, because I didn't even say that. Because at the end of the day, this is not for debate. This is not for entertainment. None of that shit. And where I come from, we don't talk about that shit. That shit stay where it need to stay. I didn't like some of the jabs, but the only one I did, like I said, I could understand the line from Iron Solomon, man. Like, you can understand it.
Because that was supposed to be his opponent. And all he said was, if Surf was in front of me.
No, of course. And that's what I was about to say. He didn't overstep any boundaries. He didn't say anything that's disrespectful. So, you know, that's all I have to say on that, man.
Yo, this is Battle Rap Arena, man. Thank you for joining us on the Summer Madness 7 recap. He's been a welcome guest host. I know we can't keep him forever, even though I would love to. Jay Legend, bro. One of the best analysis and opinionated minds in battle rap. He sees battle rap a lot better than I do, and more than that, he knows that Castillo beat Mayweather. And we're out of here. Any last words, Jay?
Everybody, please, we need you to subscribe to the channel. Support Jesse Rican, Battle Rap Arena. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the alert bell. Make sure you leave your comments. But, you know, we want to know why you feel the way you feel. Don't just tell us we wrong. We want to know why you feel we are wrong. Support what Jesse's doing. Make sure you follow him on Twitter and on social media platforms. Follow me also at JLegend100. Jesse is Jesse Rican and the #1 on Twitter, correct?
Yeah, because there's a girl that has Jesse Rican, so unless you tell her to give the name up, then I don't get it back.
All right, everybody. Salute to y'all. Thank you for rocking with us. We'll see you on the next episode.